Okay, let's see. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing. Is this thing on? Let's see. I'm gonna pop into the stream real quick so you'll hear some double voice here, everybody. Let's see now. Let's see. I'm gonna pop into the stream. Yeah, sounds like audio level is fine and my microphone is working, so I'll turn that back off. Very good. So, yeah, let's get on with today's stream. Hello, everybody. It is your pal Minsk here to stream for your delight once again. So today we're having another art stream because I sort of kind of promised I'd do one of these after the stream last week. Still experimenting on streaming right here on the YouTube. So, yeah, I'm just still going to do it because I thought it worked perfectly fine last time. So, you know, I think I will be streaming once more, if that is quite all right with everybody. So, yeah, today we are going to do the second of the 6 fan arts challenge. So, as a primer, I was drawing. I put up in. Well, originally on Tumblr, I posted the 6 fan arts challenge thing as an offer because I've been a little bit, like right now I haven't really had any ideas for art, and I thought that, hey, why don't we see if maybe the community can offer me some fun ideas, you know, and also I wanted to test the waters to see how many, you know, people actually actively follow my artsy-fartsy stuff and would actually want to ask me to draw something. So that's what I am doing right now. So last time we got one picture done. Or, well, I didn't get this done last time. Last week we started a picture in the stream, which I then finished off stream. It was Ceres Fauna of the VTuber group Hololive. I got a request to draw her, and you know, this is the image, the final version of the image, because last time you only saw the line art and a little bit of the coloring done already, and here's basically what the finished product looks like. And I'm happy to say that the person who asked this image was happy with the final result, so that's delightful. If I wanted to be like the thing happens which always happens when you post art, when you're done with it online, you're like, yep, this picture's fine, no good, I don't see any like big problems with it, and then once you've posted it you see a big problem. Right here should be her ear. It should totally be shaded as well. For whatever reason, I don't know why, I forgot to shade her ear on this point. So there you go. Now you can't unsee it either. I can't stop staring at it being like, why did I forget to do that? But still, the image, I'm still pretty happy with it as a little fun little experiment thingy. So yeah, but today character number 2 is going to be Celeste, one of the primal beasts from Granblue Fantasy. And I am just drawing the human version of Celeste, not doing the because for those who don't know, the original form of Celeste is a haunted airship. But yeah, as I understand, she like has a quote-unquote true form, or I don't know, quote-unquote powered form or something, which is a humanoid, like is a woman. So I'm going to be drawing that latter, not being funny and drawing a ghost ship, although it would have been an interesting art challenge to try and draw that. But I don't know, maybe, you know, this is, you know, parking the horse in front of the cart. What is the cart in front of the horse? Whatever the saying is. A little bit of planning too far, but I know most of the images, you know, she is done. Maybe in the background I could like put like a moon with the silhouette of the airship kind of against it. Maybe. We'll see. Right, so we're gonna be doing this. Let's put some music on, shall we? Let's put on some rainwave music, of course, to entertain us. Here we go. Right now, this is from Anata o Yurusunai, which I think that translates to I won't forgive you. I have no idea what this is, but it's a nice jazzy number, so good to get started with that. Also, I have the volume for the music up a little bit more. I listened back to last recording, last stream last week, and I thought the music was a little bit quiet, so I've cranked it up just a little bit. If you folks would want to also affect the songs being played, the website is rainwave.cc. Feel free to go there and affect the vote on what music will be played there. But otherwise, let's not shilly-shally, dilly-dally too much here. I'm gonna start sketching, why don't I? We've got 2 hours here to spend, so I will make use of that time. My idea for this image is, like, because she's got this interesting design where she, like, Celeste, like, pulls on these ropes that really look like the rigging of a ship to go with her ghost ship vibes. She kind of pulls on them, like, maybe, like, oh, I don't know, leashes of a dog or, like, the strings of a puppet. So I kind of wanted to make this a little bit of a dynamic pose where she's, like, yanking on the strings with one hand here. So that's the kind of design goal here. Maybe I put her, like, leaning forward just a little bit. We'll see how this goes. And that's kind of the plan here. Yeah, sorry. It's always a little scary to get started with a new image. That's the nice thing about these streams, is they do kind of force me to be active, because otherwise I would be Mr. Procrastination and just try to duck out of doing these. I don't know, I've gotten a better work ethic over the last few years, because I can get images done fairly regularly. But I am, for sure, a little bit jealous of people who just are so motivated in doing art that they just can't do it all the time. Like they just make so many images and still high quality. Like not to belittle their artistic merits of these artists, but like some people just have like an insanely good works schedule. Even look, I think they're hobbyists, so like it's not like art is their day job. So yeah, her head's supposed to be like a leaning in just a little bit here, so which also allows me to cheat a little bit on drawing her face, because she's got like a funeral gown looking thing on her face, so I only need to like maybe like draw a little bit here of her mouth. And here's this like extra funeral gown thingy that's like hanging down from the lip of her hat here. I'm just gonna draw it here already, but it's a little bit transparent, so I think once we get to coloring, I'll like draw it as its like own layer, kind of, and then color it and make it transparent. That's like the easiest way to do that. Oh, are we getting? Is this? Oh shit! Holy shit! I didn't mean to show that. Whoopsie daisy. Hey everybody! There's a little. Anyone who follows my music show. Metal albums with birds on the cover. There was just a little spoiler on what's going to be on the March episode. Whoopsie daisy! I just left I had an open browser with the band I was looking up there. Oh well. Don't think there was anything particularly revealing there, I hope. Yeah, it is Fire Emblem music playing right now. That's nice. Very lovely. Yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening, specifically. Ooh, that's a big eraser. Let's make it a little bit smaller. There we go. Man, these folds of her funeral shroud thing, kind of tricky to draw. Hope I did okay there. yeah, I'm once again like, but you know, you gotta be challenging yourself with art a little bit. So like, it's not like I just wanted to draw one for one of like her like primary character art, which that would have been a choice, but obviously, you know, just practice a little bit of pose work. But like, I was just like, let me do an unnecessary challenge here for myself. So kind of trying to make her kind of like this dynamic pose, and her head kind of tilted forward a little bit. No, that's too much of a little cat grin there. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. I might actually even need a smaller pen for this. I kind of like that mouth, just a little bit like... a little bit opened up there. Yeah, but of course, I look at how easy I got off drawing her face. First of all, like, obviously, her face is just default covered up. So, didn't have to really do much there, but you know, now I got to like hide her nose and everything. I guess like a nose might be a little bit visible there underneath the fold, but whatever. Hey, if I'm making a dynamic pose, at least I can like, you know, get off easy on some front. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, sick. This is some kind of F-Zero song, Dr. Stewart. Oh, this is immediately awesome, this vibe. It's got that, like, 90s kind of trance vibe. A genre that I don't listen to a whole lot of, but I get good feels every time I do. Dude, this is awesome. I gotta remember this song. Dr. Stewart, huh? Alright. I'll keep that in my mind. Very cool. Now we get to her, like, cause she's got, like, it's not a, it's, at first that was, like, a witch's hat, but I think it's, like, a bonnet, almost, but with, like, a weird curly bit that I'm gonna try and, model here, hopefully, adequately. It's got, like, a, yeah, it's got, like, a lip back here. God damn, this is a great song, man. I guess I've been sleeping on the F-Zero soundtrack, if this is what it all sounds like. All I know is, is Big Blue is the super famous one. That's kind of a rock and roll song. I didn't realize they serve up, like, really groovy trance music, too. That's very interesting. So, didn't F-Zero get a, like... It got, like, some kind of, like, battle royale thing, like, where everyone's, like, racing in a field and trying to, like, drop out. Like, I remember seeing some amount of disappointment when that was the announcement, because, of course, like, F-Zero fans have been really, really jonesing for a, just a new F-Zero game, and I think the vibe has been that Miyamoto has been like, Shigeru Miyamoto has been like, well, we need to come up with a new, like, you know, mechanic to justify making an entirely new game, and we haven't been able to. And then, you know, people have just been like, oh, just come on, just give us any F-Zero game. Like, it doesn't have to have new mechanics as long as it's got, like, modern Switch level production quality. We just want to play it, and unfortunately it's been stuck. So I don't know. I saw some consternation when the revelation was you know, like, hey, F-Zero is coming back as a battle royale. Obviously a very saturated market, and if you're not a fan of the genre, it must sound really sucky to be like, hey, there's this long dormant series finally back in a form that you probably aren't very interested in. So, I feel for. I feel for the F-Zero fans on that front. I don't know. Maybe someday you'll some kind of bone will be thrown for you. It's silly because like you know they have been doing like a bunch of remasters of all sorts of games. You know, Mario Kart 8. That was already on the Wii U, right? Even though it's like one of the top sellers of the Switch. And then of course just recently, as humble brag, yours truly has just gotten Xenoblade X for the you know, originally the Wii U game has finally gotten a Switch release. What is this song? This is fun. The Hybrid Front. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of this. Very fun though. Oh, sick! I gotta vote for this one. This one's already getting a ton of votes, but I gotta add one more for it. A very iconic Jet Set Radio song by Hideki Naganuma is on the voting block, so I'm gonna give it my you know, vote as well, just to make sure. So the one I was like when I was drawing her, you know, basic shapes, which I did off stream, of course. Of course, I say. Well, not as of course, but you know, I wanted to like do that, get that done beforehand, so we could just get into this business. I was really struggling, like what her backhand should be doing. Like I imagine it might be like going like this. There we go. Listen to that. The concept of love. The concept of come. Ugh. God damn, this is such a good song. Yeah, like her hand would probably be like this with the other ropes on it, but like her body's kind of blocking it, so I'm wondering like if I put her hand so that you could see her hand somehow, would that actually be like a bit of an unnatural pose? Would it actually make this image more appropriate if like, you know, it wasn't visible her like other arm at all? I'm thinking like add a little bit of depth to it. Also, I think her neck is like her head should be like tilted in. So, ooh. What is love? What is love? What is free? Okay, hold on. I gotta erase that neck there a little bit. Yeah, because I really do want her like kind of like be kind of leaning in a little bit, and I think. Let's see. I'm ready to kick some.
Free love was too tame for him.
Like maybe like her rest of her body is a little too stiff, but I think it should be like something like that. I think. I really like her mouth though. Now that I'm really looking at it, this is a weird one, but this kind of reminds me of Monsoon from Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, who, you know, also has like most of his face covered up, like the top half. So he does a lot of emoting with his grins on his jaw, and I feel like Celeste in this image is kind of doing a similar kind of creepy. Free love. Free love. There we go. This one's tricky. Like it's got like little gold borders on her like chest, and also wrapping up to her neck. You know, here. It's, I don't know. I'm trying to like get it really nice there. I don't know. I'm digging it. Mayhaps the Mayhaps the anatomy here might be a little bit bad, but I don't know, something about this is I'm finding compelling despite that, so I'm enjoying this. This one should be a little bit more tilted, like so. I'm pretty sure. It looks more like something like that. Ooh. Military beat. What do we got this time as a song? This is from Penny Arcade Adventures on the Rain-Slick Precipice of Darkness, episode 4. Huh. That was like a proper RPG, right? I don't remember it. I never played it, so I don't remember it super well. Ooh, by the way, there is a Mario Kart 8 song on the voting block. I'll give that a vote, although it looks like it's losing, but, you know, whatever. I'll toss my hat in the ring. Oh, let's do the flip thing. Because you're supposed to always do this flip thing. To, like, maybe tell if there's something wrong with the image. Didn't notice anything particularly problematic. Problematic, you know what I mean with the image. Maybe the hat should be like a little bit moved like this. To be a little bit more even with her head. Maybe. I don't know. Damn, this is a really cool song from this Penny Arcade game. I'm enjoying it. Alright, now let's see. This... That's the wrong tool. This sleeve, man. She's got really elaborate patterns over her sleeves here. I'll try to like do a little bit of them here, but I can't really tell super well. That's the trouble also, like this character, you know, if you do to draw like slightly obscure characters. Well, I don't know how obscure Granblue is because it's like stupidly popular mobile game in Japan, but in terms of fan art representation, Celeste from that cast is a little bit more obscure, so isn't a super ton of reference pictures of her. But I will see what I can do here. Yeah, so she's got like a little sleeve that wraps thereabouts between her index and middle finger. There we go. Now, let's see if I can draw these. I'll just draw these right now, these ropes then as well. And I'll, let's see. Trying to make, you know, dynamic, you know, that like adds like a little bit of energy to the image, you know. And let's see if I can draw like a little pulley thing for this one. Like, problem is like the image of her, it's not super clear, so I'm just gonna draw like a really like just kind of free bird this one, just make a whatever fancy pulley thing there. I don't know what that is. Maybe once I start like line art, it'll turn out better. I'll probably have to draw at least a couple of ropes coming this way to connect to her other hand, even if I'm not drawing her, like, other hand there. That looks too much like a mustache. Let's not do that. A little bit of a divot there under her lip, you know. Whatever. And let's just... There we go. Interesting. This was from Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon, this song. Alright. It's pretty jamming. I dig it. And after this one, looks like we're getting a Windjammers song. That's pretty fun. I think Windjammers is a pretty good soundtrack. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, you know, it's not time for a halfway point bio break for sure, but I definitely need a refill of water, so don't mind me, guys. For just a second, I'm going to step off and get that. Give me just a second. Oh, before I step up, how is the music volume versus my yammering? Let me just pop in real quick again. So, sorry, I'm going to finagle with the sounds real quick here. Music volume versus my yammering. Let me just pop in real quick again. So, sorry, I'm going to finagle with the sounds. Alright, that sounded fine, the levels of music versus my yammering, so we'll keep that for the foreseeable future. Sorry. I'm gonna go get a quick mug of water and be back in just in like a few seconds. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, there's that Windjammers music. Yeah, I'm back, everybody. Good to be back. What am I talking about? I was a little away for a second. Whatever. But it is good to be back with this artsy-fartsy. I was saying that I wish I could be, like, faster, like all those cool artists who somehow have, like, a really good work schedule. And, manage to, like, also, like, make quality art. Like, I'm actually pretty happy with the pace that I'm doing today. Like, this sketch is, I would say, coming along pretty nicely. It will probably be done soonish. So we'll probably get to doing line art already pretty quick. Yeah, you know, I was a little rusty last time, I feel like, you know, a little also dawdling and talking about nonsense, so that ate up quite a bit of time. Also, I think be more like this. No, it should probably be more like this, honestly. Like it should really like, because she's got like a really narrow like waist part that then this huge crazy you know, dress covers up. Should I tilt the dress a little bit more? Would it actually look better if it was like kind of like this? Like, I do want to like upper body to be twisting a little bit in terms of her like waist, maybe not even a little bit. Yo, what is this song? This sounds awesome. Oh, it's a Yakuza song. Of course it's awesome. This is from Yakuza 3, Encounter of the Dragoon. Ooh. That's not super far away from me if I play all the Yakuza games in order, so it'd be cool someday to hear this jamming. Right, yeah, sorry, I'm debating about the... Oh, man. Giant poofy dress. I'm in a little bit of trouble here, like, how should I do this? I'll try to figure it out. And maybe I should have drawn these rigging here, the rigging ropes here yet. It's like kind of in the way a little bit. Oopsie, I'm on the wrong layer there. Oh no. Now I'm on the wrong layer here. Oh god. You know, I could probably just make the overall image just a little bit bigger. Something like that. Have draw less of the dress. Gonna cheat a little bit on that front again. Yeah, she's got a really like kind of weird, puffy, elaborate dress. I say weird. It's not weird. It's just... It's just very elaborate, so... way more narrower, that part, I feel like. Oh boy, she's got like also a really elaborate design on this, like this front flap thing of her skirt. So thankfully this rigging, this this pulley I put here is nicely blocking most of the pattern, so I could just rely on that. That almost feels like planned by yours truly, but no, it's just dumb luck, honestly. It just kind of ended up there, so... Like that. There's actually be like a little gem thingy here that these folds are kind of like tied to. So let's see if I can add that there decently, like so. Yeah, it's just... The heck is this music? This sounds like a... Oh, nice! It's the Transylvania music from DuckTales, the remastered version. Should have probably realized that one. With Jake Kaufman, aka Vert, providing some of these sick remixes of some original Capcom classics. You'll love to hear that. Ooh, legend song. Right, so yeah, I think... Oh, I gotta flip this image now. Ooh, yeah, I don't know. I'm doing the skirt wrong, because like if her waist is about here, this skirt should be way more here-ish, the like middle part. So I'm definitely doing something wrong here. Let's scrap this whole part. Ooh, I gotta remove that also from there, like so. Let's see. Okay. This part's coming along okay, but like of the skirt, but yeah, I think I gotta like, it's gotta be a little bit more here-ish, like so. It's good. Like so. Let's see, it's got like weird little dangle bits there on the side. that kind of, I guess, act like hooks for the dress skirt, like keep the composition in coherence. Oh boy. Yeah, I kind of dreaded this part when I get to the. I knew I'd have trouble like getting this dress drawn. This giant billowing skirt. I kind of struggle with that image work, but we'll see if I can make it a dream. Ah, hey, here in chat we have Ken Bladeheart saying, "Well, hey, hello, good day." So for folks who are tuning in just now, this is actually the person who requested this image. So delightful to have you here, sir, to be witnessing the image happening. Yes, as you can see, here's my take on the Primal Beast Celeste from Granblue Fantasy. And sum up, yes, we are making. I tried to do like this kind of like bit of a dynamic image where she's like yanking on her rigging thingy here, so like kind of a twisted upper torso here, and yeah, like something not just like entirely just stiff standing there, so kind of try we'll see how it goes. All right, and Ken Bladeheart says looking good. Well, thank you. Glad you're enjoying it so far. We'll see how it goes. As I was just lamenting here, like, she has a gigantically poofy dress, going for that, well, I wouldn't say entirely, I don't think it's not entirely Toho-ish. The poofy sleeve for sure, but I don't think Toho is quite the correct. So also I would say her vibe is a little bit of people who really like the doll from Bloodborne, I think. Was a bit of a design goal there. Let's put the gem a little bit more there-ish, right? Anyway, point is, very elaborate dress. I'm a little bit struggling. I guess I'm getting a little bit too used to draw very, like, form-fitting outfits. I haven't gotten into the poofy dress game. I feel like I've, a lot of the art I've tried to do such characters, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I guess, but this one's got like a ton of folds on it, so that's the real challenge here. And I kind of screwed myself by drawing the rigging here like a little too early. Now I'm feeling so much trouble drawing the shapes underneath the rigging. Whatever. It's not the worst. And also, I'm being really lazy with these. Oops. I'm being really lazy with these like metal parts that act as like little fasteners for her skirt. Not that they're super descript in her official art either, but I don't think anyone drew them this slapdash. There we go. There's like a little bit of a chain going down also here. Yeah, actually her like extra rigging starts. I'm probably gonna cheat and not draw the extra rigging. These big ropes happening here are enough of a challenge for me. There we go. Right, yeah, I'm also... God, when I'm gonna start doing the, when I'm gonna start doing the, whatchamacalls, it's the, oh boy, now I'm losing cohesion myself here. But I'm gonna start doing the line art, like I'm gonna struggle to figure out how did I mean these folds to happen in this outfit? Yeah, I'll figure it out. So yeah, still, yeah, this was my debate here now. Is the hand, her like backhand here. Like I imagine it would be something like this, back there. So I'm thinking like her other hand shouldn't really be visible at all. That might be smart. Like it adds like a little bit of like depth to this image to have her other hand or other arm really hidden by her body. I am thinking that I should probably have like the rigging that connects to her other hand. Like visible here-ish, like so, just to like indicate that yeah, she's also holding the ropes on her other hand as well. I think it should not be visible because I think it'll work better that way. I think like if I tried to like put like her fist visible somewhere, it would actually look like a little bit unnatural, or even like her elbow here. Yeah, that just looks weird, so let's not do that. Yeah, I think this is fine. Having her having her body block the other hand here, so we'll just do like that. No, I did not forget her hair. Don't worry. Anyone who was like, wait a second, she's looking a little lacking on the hair department. Nah, I just like it's like really in the background of this image, so I was saving it like all the way last here. So let's just something like this, I guess. Let's have a lock of hair curl a little bit in front of her dress here. That again adds like a little bit of depth to this image, so we'll do that, and then erase all the extra lines from her rigging. Oop, gotta be careful not to remove that pulley. And only thing really missing is I really skimped out on the like little details on her skirt here. I'm gonna do some really lazy detail work there. That's another one that I'm just like terrible at, like just like really like elaborate patterns. Just kind of end up not having the patience for it. Like this poofy sleeve, just like a few wrinkles here, but no like insanely elaborate like designs woven in. That's fine. Already like these like weird swirls on her arm here, throwing me off a little bit. Glad I put these ropes here. Blocking it a little bit. There we go. Ken makes a good point. I think it would be better if you do the skirt during the coloring. That's an idea, right? Like, so I wouldn't like do super elaborate line art for her skirt. Yeah, I can see the argument for that. In fact, now that I'm looking at the big picture just here, like, her skirt looks a little small in this image compared to like how puffy it just is in the original image. I don't know, I couldn't help myself. I just like drew like a bunch of line art already for the skirt here. But I guess like if you were a really bold artist, I guess you could try to like someone more bold than me, you could like try to like just like paint the skirt in without any line art, just like really basic shapes here, which is kind of what I've done. I don't know. Definitely an idea, food for thought. But, yeah. We'll see. I'll start doing the line art actually now, I think, so. Sorry, taking a drink of water here. I'll just start doing the line art now, I think, because I think I can't really... I don't really see myself improving the sketch too much here with the crazy dress anymore. She's got like, also I say she's got a huge like skirt to her dress. It's huge down to her knees. It's got like an interesting like puffy shape where then it like becomes really narrow underneath. But obviously this picture is kind of framed not to have that. In fact, if I wanted to, again, I already did this once, but if I wanted to really cheat here, I say cheat, you know. a elaborate choice. Just make it a little bit bigger and a little bit down here, so that like less of the skirt visible on the image. I don't know. And then finally, this is what I was thinking. For those who are tuning in late, is you know, have a little spooky moon there, and let me quickly check. Draw like a silhouette of her like original airship form here, kind of silhouetted against the moon. I don't know, I might not have this be in the final image, but like I thought like this be like a fun little background thingy to have like. You know, doesn't make a lot of sense that the airship is there when she's right here in her humanoid form, but whatever. Fun. It's a fun little idea. I'll see. Obviously the character is the important part here, but, you know, something to consider for the background. Yeah, hold on, let's... So yeah, once again, tooting my own horn here, but my rate of work is pretty good today compared to a week ago, because... how long have I been streaming now? How long have I been streaming? Where do I see that? I'm stupid. Where do I see how long I've been... Oh, there it is, in the corner. 46 minutes. Hey, nice. So, you know, last time I don't remember if I even had the sketch done before I was an hour in and wanted to call the bio break. Now I'm a little bit faster. Getting ready to do the line art here. So, we're going to start doing that already before I call the 1 hour halfway point break thingamajigger. Oh, here's an interesting idea in chat. The battle background has one of those berserk leaking moon. Could draw that instead. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Kind of like what the eclipse in the final boss of Dark Souls 3 looks like. I'm gonna guess something like that, which is like, ooh, that's interesting looking. Yeah, we'll see. Again, background, like lazy guy, I'm listening it for the last, so I'll see what my mood is once I have the actual character drawn. Yes, that, says Ken Bladeheart in the chat. Like, yes, that's exactly. Good that I have the right vibe, yeah. I'm feeling it. Sorry, I'm jamming to the song all of a sudden. This one's good vibes. This is Frog Fractions 2. The song is Biker Chicks. I don't remember that game super well, but I remember the soundtrack being pretty good, because I remember like, oh yeah, Frog Fractions, soundtrack I gotta listen to, and I apparently gotta listen to it again, because this is really nice. Right, yeah, cool. Alright, let's get the line out. That was a fun jam. No. Now I'm looking at it, and now it's like in this form. Like, I don't actually think the dress is all that bad, actually. But I still keep debating. Let's flip this again. Yeah, something about the jaw looks a little bit weird. It might also almost be better off. Might almost be better off pushed in like even further. No, actually that looks weird too. But something about that jaw. I mean, also part of it's just that my very uneven, lines there. She's got kind of a pointy jaw, though, in the image, so I don't think I'm entirely off with this. Oh, Ken Bladeheart says, I could link it if you're curious how it look. Sure, you can put a link in the chat if there's a nice image for the moon effect from the boss fight in Granblue. Now, but the one I was really debating is, again, because I think her head is like kind of like leaning in a little bit, and maybe I've already like sabotaged myself by not drawing her like upper body kind of tilted enough. But like again, just like I feel like it should be like a little bit like hunched, like this kind of hunched forward. I don't know, something just speaks to me that it should be like more like this, you know. A little bit like noted Pixiv artist, or illustrator and virtual YouTuber Shigure Ui, who is a bit of a meme at the moment because of her her awkward posture, her quote-unquote hunchback. I don't know if I can properly explain it, but she appeared in a 3D stream with an interesting posture, which really made her look a little bit stooped, and that's been like making the rounds online. So I should have gotten inspiration from that image for this, because I want to have her like a little bit like head forwards. But I do like, I think this looks better than when I had her neck a little bit higher up there. I think I gotta be brave with that and have her like really be head down. Oh, one other thing I think her head could be tilted a little bit like this. I think looks also better. Yeah, I think that's the right energy to go with. But yeah, let's start to that line arting now and just see where we end up here. Yeah, well, this was a nice job drawing the face, so once again, I'm gonna for once have an easy, good time just drawing this face, because there really isn't much to draw, even less than her regular art, because I, again, drew her with her like head really tilted here. I saw you guys saw me there just now. I did that amateur mistake again of like doing that like little like kind of thing. Like that does not result in a really strong line work. So another bad habit. Gonna try and kick that. Like the quote unquote pros. I don't know how to word it. The like really established artists, who I've watched. They'll like hit the Control Z and like keep doing a line like like they really will hash those out. And I complain that I'm not very fast on the job, like my production is a little low, but I don't know, I don't put a lot of part into finding the perfect line, now do I? I just kind of hash out the first one that I'm happy with and just kind of go with it. And I think does make my art look a little bit wobbly, I won't deny that. So here's, she's got like a little blue rose here. Oh god, another rose. I was struggling with these last week as well. I don't know. Whatever, just a weird old lump there. Is that a rose or an onion now, thanks to this drawing? I don't fucking know, whatever. Be happy with it like that. Or maybe it's some other plant, I don't know. Right, so this one I gotta be really careful with the wisps here. In fact, this almost could be... I'll probably do the color on a separate layer, but I could also maybe almost do the line art on a separate layer for the extra shroud thing that she has here. I think I got it okay there. Oh, sick! This is, this song. Oh, nice, okay, it's the Dark Side Chronicles version, but this is from, Resident Evil Code Veronica. This is the second theme song of Alexia, the final boss. Oh. Potential spoilers for a potential Code Veronica remake that I've heard rumors about. Alright, sorry. Yeah. This is a really nice song. This is the Dark Side Chronicles version, which had a pretty good soundtrack too. Delighted. Yeah, a little bit more operatic. Kind of fits. I feel like it kind of fits the character we're drawing right now. Nah, it looks weird. It kind of looks like she's got an eyeball there, which she definitely isn't. You're not supposed to see her eyes. Although I guess her super omega, whatever the hell, elemental form, you can see eyes on her, so whatevs, man. And then this. This was really hard because I had just kind of tried to tried to interpret from the couple of pictures you have of her, like figure out like what does this look like from facing her, like elaborate headdress thingy. I think I managed all right, but oh my god, that's some. Speaking of that, like jittery line art, let's take another pass at that and try to pretend we're professional artists for a second. I know, hard with a klutz like this, but we'll give it a go. Jesus. Oh no. Oh no. Kind of enjoying that. Now, before I go on our break, our like quick bio break, halftime event, whatever. Also, let's add already a little line art shading. Already on the line art, let's add a little bit of shading there, you know. It's a little bit more fun, yeah. I'm gonna put a little bit less thicker because I was pretty happy with how I got this mouth in the sketch phase. How's that look from afar? It's a little bit too like the... Oh god, I don't know what that meme is from. Maybe Jujutsu Kaisen? I'm not sure, but it's the guy who's looking like... Got a little demented and smug, and he's like, nah, I'd win. I feel like I kind of drew that same smirk for her here. You know, it's kind of the appropriate. It's kind of the appropriate emotion, I'd say, but that's kind of what I'm thinking of looking at this now, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if her brooch has like a little floral pattern like this, but I'll just put a little bit there like that. Yeah. I said I'd go on break once we got that mouth drawn, and the more I look at it, the more I like her mouth. It's a little like, you know... It's a little, you know, open to interpretation, I'd say. But here I am just jamming a little bit. While I'm in the groove, just jam a little bit more with these lines here. Like so. Ken mentions in the chat, her gimmick is that she inflicts zombie status and heals your party. Ah, like a, okay. There's a very infamous boss that I won't spoil in Final Fantasy X, which uses very similar tactics, and it gets really sticky the longer you go in that fight against them. So yeah, immediate vibes. That is definitely one of those struggle points for people playing Final Fantasy X. Is that boss? Especially you're almost, if you don't know about it, you're almost guaranteed to die on your first go because of the trick it pulls, and that's a long fight to get to that point. That's quite a bit into it. So I don't know. I'm amused nowadays, but I remember a little bit of saltiness for that boss back in the day from impressions online. Also, Ken says, I would say that fit the meme. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to get a feel for a character like this just looking at a few pictures, but she seems to have a kind of coy vibe to her, so I think it's appropriate. I think it's fine. What the hell was I doing here? Now, I gotta fix this headdress real quick. Alright, so there's the halfway point. So this bit of the headdress wraps... You know what the problem is? This headdress wraps really weirdly right here. It's almost cut like this. If I wanted to be, Again, it's not cheating if it's just a technique for making the image work. I could have just used a symmetrical tool, because her hat is really front and center here. It's supposed to be really symmetric. So I could have just used a symmetric tool to just draw it perfect symmetry. I don't know. I feel like that also takes away a little bit from the naturalness of the image, though. Now I sound really pretentious, but whatever. I'll just try to improve the symmetry a little bit here. Like so. Let's be happy with that. Ma. Goddamn, this lounge music here all the time. I'm loving it. What lounge are we being? This is something called Deadbolt. Never heard of it, but I dig it. Alright, it might actually improve my art to take that break right about now, so I can come back with fresh eyes and reevaluate some of these choices I've made. So I think I'm gonna call now a quick 5 to 10 minute break about this point. Alright, so my original dream of let's finish this entire line art before the break, that was a little bit shooting for the moon. That's fine. That's fine. Let's make that, let's go back to being a little bit thick boys here. Sorry, I really am in the groove a little bit, though, so... Sometimes it's good to take a break even if you are in the groove, so that, like I said, you can maybe evaluate the image a little bit. So, let's call it there for about 5 to 10 minutes, and, stand up, stretch a little bit, get something to drink, refill, use the facilities if you need to. Oh, hello, here is someone in chat called M. Young. Before I close off, let's look at this. M. Young in the chat is, draw fairy godmother giving Jenna a Cinderella makeup. Jenna is a husky. She's a female from Balto. Could you try drawing, please? Oh, Balto, I remember that. It's not a Disney movie, but it's an animated film from the 90s about, the Alaskan sled dog thing, I believe. Well, the problem is I'm kind of working on this today, and I'm probably not going to finish this image today, so sadly, I would have to leave that for the future. The issue is, just a little background here, I'm working on the 6 characters fan art thing. So, unfortunately, like, your suggestion sounds like an interesting one. But, like, I kind of like just drawing single characters right at the moment. That's kind of what I'm, fielding right now. So, sadly, that sounds a little bit too elaborate for this project right now, I am sorry to say. We'll see when I come back from the break and we do this image for about an hour now. We could just do like a quick sketch. I could try my hand, because that's a really fun idea though, and I do appreciate somebody popping in and giving suggestions. It's unfortunate that they pop up right now when I'm actually a little bit more goal-oriented than usual, because in the past I've made these streams with the idea that if someone popped in with an idea, I would be happy to field those ideas. So, but unfortunately, M. Young, today unfortunately just wasn't that day, but we'll see how we feel in an hour, if that's quite alright. So, I hope, if you don't want to watch me draw this Granblue character, feel free to drop by in an hour or something, and we'll see how we feel then. But right now I'm going to be taking that break. I really think that's a good idea. Let's see. So, on the break, back in 5 minutes. Yeah. Alright, everybody. Yeah, like I said, stand up, stretch a little bit, go get something to drink/eat, use the facilities. I will catch you in just a little bit. Okie doke. Alright, goodbye. And we're back. Or, well, I am. I hope you're back too. For the second half of today's drawing work here. So, thanks for joining me. Whether you are a live fella or you are brain fart, watching the VOD on their YouTube afterwards. Good to have you here. So I got an interesting suggestion in the chat as mentioned before we went on break, but we'll have to see because I am now working on this. Funny though, open up my mouth a little bit and all of a sudden, like, I get a bunch of suggestions after a long dry spell of not getting suggestions from folks, and I don't know. I was getting a ton of suggestions back when I was, on DeviantArt, and that was a little bit overwhelming, I have to admit. So I appreciate. I appreciated when I stopped going to DeviantArt and things slowed down a little bit, but then it got really quiet. I guess that was kind of where all the action was in terms of people. It was easier to find people interested in requests there, but it was getting exhausting because, like, I had a huge lineup and people just kept coming in and being like, can you please do this and this and that? But I think one of the reasons I do want to try to do this is I appreciate the opportunity to draw interesting stuff that I wouldn't normally come up. Like this Celeste character, definitely. Like, I wouldn't ever have really thought to draw this. Like, even if I was a little bit more knowledgeable, on Granblue Fantasy, like, let's say I was a fan, I probably this wouldn't have been my choice to draw. Like, my number one choice. But, like, this has actually been a really fun effort today. So, like, I'm glad that the opportunity propped up, But yeah, I was just saying, that now that I've just been, like... And I had a little bit of trouble getting recommendations also, like, for this 6 fan arts thing at first. And I was fully prepped. Like, the post that I made, I was like, well, I know that it's maybe presumptuous of me to think that I have an audience that's gonna, like, pop in and give me suggestions. So, like, I was like, I'll just, draw some crazy fan art. I'll try to come up with some, like, really obscure characters that I like to draw, that are characters I like, in case I don't get anything. And it looked, for a hot second, it really did look like no one was taking the bite. And I was like, well, darn, but so it goes. But then, I got the one Ceres Fauna request, and I decided to, like, stream that, which is, drawing the Ceres Fauna request, which is when we got this Celeste request. That's a nice rhyme, Celeste request. Yeah. And while I did that and I posted the fauna image, like, I didn't get another request for the fan art thing. I didn't get that yet. We'll see if anybody pops in. But someone posted otherwise, like, are you open for commissions? And I'm like, oh, commissions? Oh my god, so important. Well, so, like, fancy. And I was like, well, no, I don't, because I don't really want to get paid for this. I can't take commissions, like, as in, like, where you pay me to do stuff. But if you want to suggest something fun, go right ahead. And they followed up once, but they kept being, like, insistent on the commission thing. Like, okay. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be talking about this because, look, I haven't. I shouldn't doubt this person, right? look, I'll just say that they kind of got like on the commission thing, and I'm like, that's not really my jam. So that's all I'll just say on that. It's just I don't really know the logistics of like doing this stuff for art, doing this stuff for money. I don't really know how that would be organized if someone actually did want to pay me. And there's also the thing that I think adding money to the mix immediately like adds a bunch of what's the right word? Obligation, I guess, to the art that I find a little bit daunting myself, Like, if I'm just drawing just a request, as in there's no expectation of me being paid, I think conversely there's like not a lot of like pressure on me with the work that I make. Like these two images I've made for the 6 fan arts image. Like, let's say they didn't turn out very good. Well, no money passed between me and the people who requested the image, so like nothing really was lost there. If it like turns out that the final product is crummy, like I guess if they were really anticipating this fan art and like that it turned out to be bad. I guess there's like a little bit the time spent anticipating and then like the disappointment is some kind of like negative, but look, at some point I gotta like, consider myself here a little bit. Like, come on, like you can't like put that kind of expectations on me, like if like it's like that serious that I screw up the image, like But whereas if like money passes hands, like I do have some obligation to like fulfill, who is now a client, not just a fan making a request, but an actual client. I gotta like do the best possible job I can, and like which look, I don't mean to say that I'm not trying to do that anyway, like I'm doing the best possible job, but I immediately feel like an extra pressure on me to like perform better with my art if like there was such an element involved. And I'm not sure I really want that. Yet, anyway. Maybe someday I'll be confident enough in my art that I could, like if people really want to, like, people really want to reward me somehow in some other form than just an immaterial thanks. I could consider that. I don't know. I also don't want to get too big-headed here. That's scary. This rope's way too thick. And again, the line just is wobbly. Is this Command and Conquer music? I was listening, like, this sounds like Command and Conquer music. It's not one of the more well-known ones. Well, at least I didn't recognize it right away, but it's from Red Alert 2. What a jammer this one is. Yeah, the rope should be about the same thickness, so let's see if I can... I believe I said same thickness, thank you. Man, Frank Klepacki, like, some amazing choices in music, I wonder what music they've been doing lately. Like, it's not a name that comes up super often. I know they did, like, it was like, I don't know, not Total Annihilation, but like some kind of, like, spiritual successor of Total Annihilation. So another, like, RTS game. Yeah, no. Oh boy, okay. Now I'm gonna try. There was a good suggestion from Ken Bladeheart in the chat about, like, maybe I just paint the dress in rather than drawing the line art, but I'm a little bit pot committed here. think I have to try and just draw the line art for this skirt here. As you can see, even now I'm trying to like fix the my sketch a little bit here. The line art isn't exactly matching the shape there. This is really funky music. I'm gonna have to admit here, I haven't really played Command and Conquer very much. I've only ever listened to the soundtracks is the main thing, so I'm not sure what mission this would play in, but it's a really wacky one, I have to say. Like that. Like there's like a little like ruby here clasping, not ruby, what did I say, ruby? Some kind of gem is here, like a brooch, a brooch. There's a clasp here basically acting as a little bit to like keep the skirt hiked up a little bit. There's also some dangly bits here on the skirt here. Yeah, I don't entirely know what I'm doing with this skirt, but it's coming along all right-ish, I guess. Aha, here's an interesting comment by Ken Bladehard. Did you see that some of Command & Conquer source codes got posted on GitHub officially? No, I didn't see that. That's fascinating. Officially, huh? Okay. So this... Okay, cool. No, I appreciate that. I always love it when an old property gets the source code released like that. That's like a, it's like a vote of confidence in the fandom a little bit to be like, here, have some fun, Why the hell not? It's been years. So that's kind of cool. Interesting. The modding community then is probably starting to blossom then if they've got the source code to play with. So should be something worth looking into. Yeah, recommendation. Yeah, that's a hot tip for anybody watching this who is into Command and Conquer or, any old RTSs. So get on that, folks. It's hot right now. There must be something funny going on something fun must be happening in the community now with the source code open like that. Very good, very good. I will admit that RTSs is one of the genres I'm not super huge on, which is why I haven't put a ton of time in Command and Conquer. I find that genre a little bit overwhelming. I don't know, because I also play turn-based stuff, and they're not necessarily too bad, but something about the real-time nature of RTSs, I feel exhausted, trying to handle the base building, especially base building RTSs where you have to manage your base and build, try to keep up with your foe in building up your infrastructure and your units, and I never do it very smartly. I feel really overwhelmed. My favorite My favorite RTS, if it really counts as one, is Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War 2. And I know that's like not a fan choice because Dawn of War 2 is the one which like barely had like any base building elements. It's almost a tactics game more than strategy because you only have your like 6 units who you almost level up like you know, I don't know, like Diablo characters. Like I've seen people call it like group Diablo because you're like controlling like several units of dudes rather than you know, like one guy. But it's similar Diablo in that it's like an isometric control guys who like move around on the, you know, map, and they got like little powers you gotta activate. So like, but yeah, that was more up my speed because no worrying about the what's this called, the base building. Just focused on the like controlling my guys. So I enjoyed that. Oh, here's some more trivia about the aforementioned Command & Conquer modding community. The modding community is already pretty crazy. The ability to access the source code now allows people to fix the game to work better on modern PCs. Oh yeah, optimization. That I didn't even think about that too, yeah. That's true, like, the original ones are super old. They're like from the 90s, man. You'd have to be a dinosaur to be from the 90s. So, like, yeah, I can imagine. That's, very handy for anybody who wants to play that original stuff, then. No, it's gotta, wait again, it's gotta go like that. Yeah, but no, the best part for me for Command & Conquer, of course, the soundtrack. I love listening to that. There's a very cool, like, iconic, like, butt rock tunes in there. Yeah, I don't know. I remember 3 was the one I did play some amount. That wasn't, at least on the like single player, it wasn't super hectic. But nah, it's a little stressful, a little not my jam. So I will just appreciate that from afar. Speaking of 90s, what the heck is this one? Ah, King's Quest 6. Girl in the Tower. Okay, I remember that King's Quest 6 did have like a real like 90s power ballad energy with the music choices, so this is hilarious that we got hit with this song right now. Alright, let's take stock here because I'm kind of like thinking I'm done with the line art. Could once again be cleaner. I am a sloppy line art man, but I think it's alright. Is the hand too big? Did I make her big-handed? I don't think it's too terribly big because you know, your hand should be about big enough to cover your face, which is what I'm doing right about now. But okay, not your entire face, so maybe it's a bit big. Let's really quickly. This will be annoying to fix if I do, so I almost might want to just have the hand be this size, but if I... Ooh, it does look a little bit bigger when the hand is sized like that, I feel like, so... But the problem is, like, this line art, you guys, like, now I gotta, like, try to match up the parts where it broke. That's so I was like, I kind of don't want to fix the hand size. So, that. And those ones gotta fix. Yeah, I think I got the worst of it there, huh? I think. Yeah. Yeah, actually putting this off to just look at the line art. Looking pretty good. Some of these lines could be a little bit longer, but yeah. I think that one's a little... That was one line too many there at the top, so just get rid of that. Oh, you know what I just realized? So if this shroud wraps behind her hair, it should not really... Let's look at her image real quick. Man, it's always angled from the wrong side, like... Well, you know what? We could just fix it like this, honestly. Just make it way bigger. Which, one of these images I'm looking at, which is some fan art, actually went with this option, is make this extra shroud just a little bit bigger, like so. And now her hair's inside the shroud. Look at that. that was a nice quick fix. Yeah. If I hadn't done that, I would have been like staring at this image for days on end. Like, what the heck went wrong here? And now I figured that one out. Also, I think this hair here looks a little weird. I think I made it a little bit too angled. Made her hair a little bit too angled sharply there. I think that's more appropriate. Let's put a little swirl there, so it looks like some of it's curling this way too. Yeah. But otherwise, I think I would start coloring next. I think I don't really see any huge additions to do here. No? The only one I'm looking at is the hat correctly, like, angled there. I think it should be a little bit more like this, like it's just curving a little. I mean, it was a little bit too tall, the curly bit. Like, again, her head's supposed to be like a tilted forwards, just a wee bit. So like this curl from the back, which normally would be like maybe like this, like only like peeking from the back like this, you know, if her head was tilted a little bit more normally, or it should be like kind of tilting ahead, but I can't really get that effect super well. We could try lowering it a little bit more. That's probably, you know, one of the hardest parts of this image that I self-imposed on myself trying to do this is there's like a slight head tilt thing going on that I wanted. Now, well. Turns out alright, I guess. Huh. For a second I got mixed up, like did I have it flipped or not? Like, no, the rose is on this side. It totally is flipped the correct way around. Yeah, alright. Just little bits like where it's a little jagged line art. Just trying to fix those still. Little line overlaps that shouldn't be there. Like that one's a pretty egregious one right there. And that line weight's a little rough there, so just clean that up a little bit. What the hell is going on there? Yeah. No, but yeah. I think we can work with this. If we then jump into coloring it. Sick. Automedius. Gorgeous. Oh, apparently the song's originally from something called Thundercross. It's been remixed, I guess, for this game. Shmups always have sick music, so... Always happy to hear this. Hey, there's a Nobuo Uematsu song on the voting block. I'll give that a vote next. Thematically appropriate, but also, you know, just very hard to go wrong with Nobuo music, so, you know. Let's just start coloring. Why the hell not? Alright, let's get the... I have my stylus in my mouth, sorry. Sounds like an idiot. Let's get the image that I've been using mainly here, her official art. This is what I've been using as a reference quite a bit here. Also a couple of fan arts where some brave soul tried to draw Celeste already. You know, earlier, and did a pretty good job. No, I'm happy with a couple of the images. So let's let's put the let's put the base as the primary color, and then I'll color in everything that isn't that dominant color. And I think in this image, it's an easy pick. It's gotta be this. It's gotta be this purple that is used for her dress, because it's on her sleeves and her chest, and I think also on her hat. So. Obvious color choice here to begin the coloring with is this right here. Oh, what are we? How are we on time? Huh, I'm really in the loop. Oh, okay. I've been recording for an hour 45 minutes, so I only got 15 minutes if I want to do the 2-hour thing. All right. I'll see how I feel in 15 minutes, but hey, let's at least start this again. So even though I was congratulating myself in hour 1 that I thought my pace was a little bit better. A little bit better this week than last week. Still looking like I'm about where I left off with the fauna image, which is I only had the line art done and I had gotten a little bit started with the coloring. You know. Ah well. All good. Ooh, that's the wrong G pen. So yeah, we'll just fill this in. Line art again. Right, okay, but what I'm gonna do here, good that I remembered. So, let's see. I do not want to color the entirety of the shroud. So you can see I'm leaving this part uncolored where there's no other color there. That is not me being forgetful. That is because I'm gonna do the color for this extra shroud on a separate layer. The reason is that shroud is transparent, so I'm gonna do all the other colors underneath, and then I'll do some transparent effects on, I'm gonna color the shroud in and then kind of lower its opacity dramatically so that all the colors underneath kind of show up. So it's kind of like a easy, natural way to get that transparency, colored transparency, translucency, I guess might be the proper word, thing going, you know? I'll try to color in the parts which are colored. Ooh. That sounds stupid. I'll color in the parts which are colored. You know what I mean. The non-translucenty bits. There we go. This line's weird here. Hold on, that line doesn't look appropriate given what we've done here, so I'll just get rid of that. Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. Oh, why did that happen? Okay, hold on. Is it now okay? Hold on. No, it's not quite okay. Yikes. Good that I didn't get too far there. Just let's get. Hold on. No, let's, trying to get that frayed hair. Something that always a little tricky, but hey, we got some Sonic music today as well. Good stuff. Always happy for a little bit of Sonic jamming. This is apparently the Sonic Mania version of Green Hill Zone by T. Lopez, who just really doesn't miss with his music. Love it. Let's just do this now. I should probably pick up the space a little bit, and I'll just figure out the parts I gotta erase once this is nice and colored. There we go. So there should be a gap in the hair. Got a little lazy with the hair at this point. Ooh, actually, hold on. Yeah, that doesn't. Again, just how the hair is flowing. Like that would be a really weird shape to have the hair in. Oh god! Oh no! Hold on. I can't be bothered to. So I'll do this instead. I put the wrong color on the wrong layer again. Actually, I'm not sure if this hair even makes a lot of sense now. Yeah. Didn't have the patience to put a lot of effort on this hair. It's alright. It's passable. I'm on the eraser tool. And I'm on the wrong pen. Yikes. Actually, I kind of like that line there. Hold on. That little stroke there actually looks kind of neat. I'm going to leave that there. Although I'll probably put a really dark background for this to go with the spooky vibes. That'll probably get covered up. But for now, we'll pretend that that looks nice. Oh, shoot. Oh, my God. Okay. Sorry, everybody. I closed the radio. I meant to switch tabs to like look at it. See if there's anything to vote. Yeah, there's a Pokken song, so I'm gonna vote for that. I don't recognize the Pokken tournament song on the bracket right now, but like most of the Pokken songs I've heard are really freaking good, so just go with it. Yeah, alright, now let's see. Now let's think about this. So, how should. Alright, let's do this one, because this one's easy. That, color that rose in. Oh, I was going to say, so we put on lock. What was this called? Lock transparent pixels. So, once again, check it out. Though, splotching over, so just gotta be careful to color in the right parts. I forgot that there's supposed to be like a... Hold on, let's draw the line art for this. It's supposed to be like a little bit of an emblem thing here. I'm not entirely sure what, but I'll just draw some kind of little emblem there. There we go. Granblue art is super nice, but then when you're trying to reproduce it, it's a tad complicated. I'm a little bit I'm on the long layer! I'm a little bit intimidated. You know what? Maybe that's also part of the color it in really dark, so it kind of looks like on the background, maybe, of this shroud. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I'm really liking this face. It's really simple, but I'm actually digging it quite a bit. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Now let's see. Right, so the puffy sleeve parts actually have a different shade, so let's color those in as well. Ooh, that's some dirty line art. That we can fix for sure, so. Now let's see. There we go. How's this? I think that's an even slightly different shade. That's for the, like, collarbone part. Can I maybe, oops. Can I get that color happening here? Kind of got it. And I think the little edge here, let's make this one smaller now. I think this one's supposed to be, it's not, she doesn't really have gold on her. She's got kind of silvery highlights, so let's put that there. In fact, I think this brooch is kind of silvery from that part. I can't quite tell. This is a really small image, obviously. I can't quite tell. I think the brooch is the same color as the rose, so I'm gonna use the rose's color. I'm gonna pick that there and put that there for that bit. No. Yeah, I'm running out of time here a little bit. In case I do want to close it in 2 hours, and honestly, I have an early wake up tomorrow, so it might honestly be smart for me to call it. It would be the responsible thing to do, to call it in a bit. So what I'd like to get done today before I do so is, well, to be honest, since the dress is gonna use this purple as the base color, if I really jammed right about now, I could probably actually get these base colors done. Get these base colors done here. So, let's not throw in the towel yet. Let's put the work in. Now, what I will ask at this point, I'm going to ask at this point, there was a suggestion for a image sketch earlier today by a M. Young in the chat. Now, I would just like to really quickly check, is M. Young still in the chat currently? Are you there, and are you still invested in this? Because unfortunately, yeah, I kind of might want to call it here in just a bit. Which sadly means that we can't do your request. I might have to sit out on that request altogether, unfortunately. It's quite a bit right now for me to do, so... This is tricky. This is one of also, speaking of things I struggle with, is characters who have, like, really elaborate multicolor shaded hair. Like, I really struggle with those. And she's got, like, this cool glowy effect in, like, the inside of her hair, which I would like to reproduce if I could. Ken says here, if you don't have any character request, I can throw a funny one and simple one. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, dude. I appreciate the sentiment, but like right now I'm already working on this image, which was already a request from you. So I think in the interest of fairness, I'm going to have to put a rain check on another request. Coming from you, like, because, at least when it comes to the 6 fan arts challenge. Now, I did say to the person who also requested the Ceres fauna image, I said that, if I don't get any, requests in a timely manner, I might allow second requests from other folks. But, like, I'd at least like to reward the opportunity for anyone else to also make requests. So, of course, the person who was requesting the image earlier wasn't really on theme with the 6 fan arts thing. That would have kind of just been an extra thing, but I think I'm going to have to sit that out. And I think I'm going to have to sit out in the extra thing that I'd want to sketch out really quickly today. Sorry, everybody. I was kind of, I'm not used to, like, actually getting these... chat requests, so I guess I need to, in the future, if I do an art stream, I think I need to, like, actually plan it out so that there's a little bit of extra time for, some, like, end-of-stream requests from the, audience in attendance, if you will. I think I'll try to do that next time I do an art stream. But, yeah, what I'm going to do with this image is I'm going to probably work on this off-stream and, I'll, like, again, publish it on my Tumblr and my Pixiv, which, you know what, I'll put the links to both in the chat at this point, so that anyone curious can, once the final image is complete, anyone curious can go and have a look at them, so... I'll do that. But anyway, the point is, I will probably post this as a, a work in progress with the 6 fan arts thing in Tumblr, and if I get any requests, those are going to have to be a priority from anybody new who is requesting from there, But let's say that I don't get anything, I'll probably do an art stream at some point where I do, I got a couple of obscure characters, or less fan art drawn characters, shall we say, that I might want to do myself, so I'll probably do one of those. And I'll probably start fielding second requests from folks at that point, But for now, let's give other folks a chance. In fact, Ken Bladeheart is being a good sport in chat and is like, don't worry, just checking. Yep, yeah. But yeah, let's take care of this real quick. So, on Pixiv, you will find my work at this link. And on Tumblr, you can find my work on this link. You can also just Google Your Pal Minsk, and basically those things just show up in Google, I'm pretty sure. You will also find, if you do that, you'll also find my DeviantArt page, but I do not update that anymore, owing to DeviantArt's rather unfortunate AI art policy, which I found rather disagreeable, so that is why I had to put a button on that posting there, so yeah. What the heck happened here? Hold on. Let's clean this one up real quick. I'm not being very coherent, sorry. It's the last hour of the day, and I'm just kind of rambling here. But, yeah, point is, we're going to be wrapping up in just a bit, and we'll have to see when I do the next fan art thing, and what will be on the docket at that point. Again, like I got a couple ideas of who I'd like to draw, you know, myself, so in case no one bites, I won't be in trouble. I won't guess. Alright, so we've actually filled up 2 hours now. It's 2 hours, 3 minutes. I'm so tantalizingly close. The only trouble is the only trouble is that glow effect on the kind of interior hair, which I will try. I will try in just a bit, but let's first, like, do her, like, this, like, kind of the base, which is this, like, really dark hair. Which, of course, like, I definitely have to try and do the glowy effect, because, like, if you look at this image, like, it's so so overpowering, that blue glow, that honestly, my first time looking at this, I didn't really take her as being black-haired. Now that I stare at her and have stared at this image for a while to work on this image, it's very obvious she's dark-haired. Like, this framing is very dark, but, you know, like, the effect is quite striking, so what I'm going to try and do is do a little bit here for the interior. In fact, there's a really sharp line there, so I think it should be like that there. Ooh, just a little bit of strands of hair there. Yeah, okay, no, it's happening. Let's see now. Oh, good. Oh, quick check that I'm not on the wrong layer. So it's kind of a glow effect, so I'm gonna leave like little black edges there. This looks kind of crummy at the moment, but I'm hoping what I've learned about digital art, I can do something about this. Blending would be a good option, but I'm gonna try also see if I can use the spray, the air, what the hell is it called? The air soft? That's not the right word. What is this tool called? Airbrush. Duh. Alright, brain fart. Yeah. See if the airbrush tool, I could maybe do something to, like, balance it out a little bit. So let's take that black color again, and let's take the airbrush tool. With the mode, kind of a weird one. Ooh. Not really working as I hoped. Maybe the mode was bad. Let's put it back to, I don't know, linear? Not exactly what I was hoping for. Might have to use just a blending tool, you know. Maybe I could have used a brush tool for this, actually, to splotch it in there on top. I don't know. Look, let's do this a little bit, and then I'm going to use the blend tool to help out covering this up. I want to leave this kind of like jagged here because it's like there's like a really sharp twist there with the hair. So, all right, let's just switch to that blend tool. Never mind. I thought I was cooking with the. Thought I was cooking with that airbrush tool there, but I'm not convinced after that attempt right there. So let's instead do like this. Let's try. Let's try using like add a little bit of like the even wider glow there. So ooh. Okay, come on. Okay, this is... I don't know what I'm doing here. Like... Thought I had a good idea, but it's not really coming together super well. They're like... What I could just try doing is honestly making a... If I use this layer, would that change anything? Honestly, I kind of like... maybe I should have just done this earlier. This is actually looking pretty good. It's just adding like a little bit of glow by using the paint brush there, but... Yeah, but it looks way better on this is the point I'm making, so... Let's see... Let's just scrap that layer. Let's take another go at this, make another... Try to add like a little bit of streaks of hair there, like, you know. Make it a little bit smaller for that, I think. Bring that up just a little bit. I do like the little glowy streaks, though, that I put on this layer, though, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but clearly as we are operating on a... oopsie daisy, that's not good. We're like operating with something that I don't have the technical know-how to do very well, so just... Whoops, that looks a little... Well, actually, that doesn't look too terrible. Let's do that just real quick. Yeah, it might be cooking here all of a sudden. There's a little bit of that blend there. Maybe once I do the highlight layers as their own separate layers and highlight and highlight and what the hell is it? Shading layers as their own layers. Maybe I can make that hair cook just a little bit better. Fix that real quick. That was just a little. Yeah. We know what? I don't hate that, so I'm pretty happy with that. Actually, if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll let that hair be like that, and let's see now. What do I still got to do in terms of coloring? So this front flap is kind of the same color as the puffy sleeves, so I will... Ooh, no, now I'm messing on the... Okay, no. Yeah, we're going a little overtime here, but, you know, now, you know, I got the motivation in me at the moment, so let's just wrap this up. Let's use this color again for... Can't really make out... Oh, that's not true. There's a pattern there, but I'm just gonna draw something generic there. So. I'm not sure what color that gen there is supposed to be, but I'll just put the brooch with the same color there. It just kind of matches. Also matches her hair nicely. The little glow effect on her hair. Ooh, that part of her hair looks a little weird, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Speaking of other weird parts, that line right there. Now let's see it. Yeah, these are the same silver color. She just does not have gold parts to her, so I don't know why I keep thinking that it's silver for that death effect. I don't know, I don't know why silvery it feels. It's kind of like the color of a bone. And here, actually, this is kind of I couldn't quite make out what the... like, shape of the pulley rigging thing on her, like, ropes is, so this is kind of my own idea with the coloring here. We'll just go with that. Now, I don't have... This is the wrong image because you can't see the rope she's holding. I also have that image on a separate tab here. It is the kind of color that is also these metal highlights here, so I'm thinking I should probably use that, although... Actually, it looks even a little bit brighter than the one I've used there, so maybe if I used like an even slightly brighter for the ropes, they would like pop out nicely, maybe. Also, I said that her color, her skirt is quite the same color, like the same purple, but there is like a couple of bits that are more grayish. I think they're more of this dark gray here, so but I have colored in these lines for the folds of the cloak really weirdly, so we'll see if I can like get it to match up correctly. I think I'll just do it like that. Huh, that's looking a little... That looks a little grody, actually. Ooh, there we go. Kind of missed a couple of spots there. I'll have to do a little bit of cleanup off stream, you know, clean up the little splotches here and there, of course. Yeah, what to do? You know, oh, actually, yeah, because this shroud, her shroud here has kind of a different color than the gray I've used for the silver bit. So why don't I color... Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Hold on. How much did I color wrong here? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, my God. Okay. Alright. Not a disaster. Disaster averted. But, like, yikes. Okay, I gotta... Okay. Jeez Louise. I think someday I'd learn not to do that, but... Here we are. Anyway, yeah, just like, yeah, let's use this. I'm just gonna use this funeral shrouds color for the ropes. slightly different colors than the silvery bits on her dress. Let's see if this works out. Alright, in my haste to get this done, colored outside the lines quite a bit, but nothing a quick second pass can't fix. Ooh, but I gotta be careful with that hair, because I'm pretty happy with that hair, you know? Sorry, what was this music? I missed it already, but it was very charming. Yeah. Oop. There we go. And there we go. No, come on now. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll when I work on this later in the week, I'll do a second pass just to make sure I miss all. I get all the spots that I missed. Gotta be careful here because, well, amateur mistake, like the colors aren't on the same layer except for some of the shading, so now it is not easy to fix if I, want to manually fix these spots I missed. Although nothing you can't save with liberal use of that blend tool. All right, I think we're good for today. I think I'll be calling it here. So yeah, got the colors done for her. That's really nice. I'm really happy with that. Well, not barring some quick fixes there. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm pretty happy with how this is turning out. Yeah, I had this idea and I kind of realized it like I was hoping it to go. So, good stuff. Yeah, thank you for joining me today, everybody who popped in. Apologies for the folks who had some suggestions that I couldn't get to today. Yeah, like I said, I'll see someday if I can make like maybe a 3-hour stream, if I can make the time for that, then we'll have like an hour of just like fielding sketch ideas. Although just watch, and then when I make that time, it's gonna turn out that no one turns in, so who cares? Then I'll just call it in 2 hours. What the heck? Come on now. It's not that, I do not mean to complain. I do not mean to sound sour grapes here. My apologies. Delightful to have had some company for these art streams, and just sad, didn't quite match out with some of the ideas I've had in the past of like just being fun streamer dude, fielding ideas. I'm rambling again. I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, but I'll work on this image probably on my own time, and I'll put it on my art sites, which I linked in the chat as mentioned. So scroll back in chat to get those. And I'm thinking, now I've done this art stream twice in a week. I would like to test here on YouTube doing a video game stream. That's kind of on my plan. So there's a indie game that released recently. That's one of the ones I've really been anticipating. So no promises, but maybe next time, same time next week, instead of an art stream, I might be interested in doing a Vigima game stream. So we'll see how that pans out. Because it's an indie game that I'm not necessarily interested in doing the entire playthrough of. Just kind of a showcase of a new game to be like, hey guys, check out this cool new thing. So that's why that's more what I want to maybe use the streams for, mayhaps. I don't know. I'm still thinking because I like the 30-minute classic Let's Play playthrough format. So yeah. Yeah. Again, we'll see how it pans out next week, everybody. For now, it's been a pleasure. So I hope you guys had a good time. And, again, also on the channel, outside of streams, we got Trails in the Sky happening. Granblue Fantasy Relink is going on. There's a few more weeks of episodes, 2, 3 maybe, I think, as we get towards the finale. So I hope folks look forward to that, And then, of course, there is Ghost of Tsushima, which I can also report I have gotten done with. I recorded the finale of that a few days ago. That'll take on a little bit longer, at least a month, maybe closer to 2, but yeah. So, I hope people enjoy those, and I hope you folks find something to enjoy on the channel. But yeah, this has been Minsk. It's been a pleasure, and stay safe, everybody. Okay, goodbye!